Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 18, Conclusion, The Perfection of Renunciation. Arjuna said, O mighty One, I wish to understand the purpose of renunciation tyaga and of renounce out of life sannyasa, O killer of Kesi demon, O master of senses, the supreme personality of God. RadhaKrishna said, the giving of activity that based on material desire is what great learned man called renounce out of life, and giving of result of all activity is what the voice called renunciation tyaga. Some learned man declare that all kind of fruity activity should be given up as faulty. Eight other sages maintain that act of sacrifice, charity and penances should never be rejected. O best of Bharata, now hear my judgment about renunciation. O tiger among man, renunciation is declared in the scripture of three kinds. Act of sacrifice, charity, penance are not to begin, they must be performed. Indeed, sacrifice, charity and penances purify even the great soul. All this activity should be performed without attachment or any expectations of result. This should be performed as a matter of duty. O son of Partha, this is my final opinion. Prescribed duty should never be renounced. If one give up his prescribed duty because of illusion, such renunciation in the mode of ignorance. Anyone who give up prescribed duty as troublesome or out of fear of bodily discomfort is said to be renounced in the mode of passion. Such action never lead to elevation of renunciation. O Arjuna, when one performs his prescribed duty only because it ought to be done and renounce all material association, all attachment to fruits, is renunciation in the mode of goodness. Intelligent renouncer, situated in the mode of goodness, neither hateful of inauspicious work nor attached to the auspicious work, has no doubt about the work. It is indeed impossible for all embodied being to give up all activity, but he who renounces in the fruit of action is one called truly renounced. For one who is not renounced, threefold fruit of action, desirable, undesirable, and mix, accrue after death. But those who are in renounced order of life have no such result to suffer or enjoy. O mighty Arjuna, according to Vedanta, there are 5 causes for the accomplishment of all action. Now learn of this from me. The place of action, the body, the performer, the various senses, many different kind of endeavors, ultimately the super soul. These are the 5 factors of action. Whatever right or wrong action man perform by body, mind and speech is caused by these 5 factors. Therefore, one who thinks himself only door, not considering the 5 factors, he certainly is not very intelligent and cannot see the thing as they are. One who is not motivated by false ego, whose intelligence is not entangled to he kill man in this world, does not kill, nor he is bound by his action. Knowledge, the object of knowledge, and knower are 3 factors that motivate action. The senses, the work, and door are 3 constituents of action. According to 3 modes of material nature, there are 3 kinds of knowledge, action, and performer of action. Now hear of them from me. The knowledge by which one undivided spiritual reality seen in all living entity through are divided in innumerable form. You should understand the knowledge in mode of goodness, the knowledge by which one sees that in every different body there is a different type of living entity. You should be understand the knowledge in mode of passion, and the knowledge by which one attached to the one kind of work as in all, without knowledge of truth, which is very meager, is said to be in the mode of darkness. The action which is regulated, which is performed without love, without attachment, without hatred, without desire for fruit results in action in mode of goodness, but action performed with great efforts by one seeking to gratify his sense desire, enacted from the sense of false ego, is called action in mode of passion. The action performed in illusion, in disregard of spiritual injunction, without concern for future bondage or for violence or distress caused to others, is said to be in the mode of ignorance. One who performs his duty without association of mode of material nature, without false ego, with great determination and enthusiasm, without waver in success or failure, is said to be a worker in the mode of goodness. The worker who attached to the work and fruit of work, who desire to enjoy those fruit, who is greedy, always envious, impure, moved by joy and sorrow, is said to be in the mode of passion. The worker who is always engaged in the work, Again, the injunction of scripture, who is materialistic, obstinate, cheating, expert in insulting other, who is lazy, always morose and procrastinatory, is to be worker in the mode of ignorance. O winner of faith, now please listen as I tell you in detail of different kind of understanding and determination according to the three mode of material nature. O son of Partha, that understanding by which one know what ought to be done, what ought not to be, what is to be fear, what is not to be fear, what is binding, what is liberating in the mode of goodness. O son of Partha, that understanding which cannot distinguish between religion and irreligion, between action that should be done, action that should not be done, is in the mode of passion. The understanding which consider irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion under the spell of illusion and darkness, that steer always in wrong direction. O Partha, is in mode of ignorance. O Sanapata, the determination which is unbreakable, which is sustained by steadfast yoga practice, which controls the activity of mind, life, and senses, is determination in the mode of goodness. But that determination by which one holds fast to the fruit results in religion, economic development, and sense gratification is nature of passion, O Arjuna. And that determination which cannot go beyond dreaming, fearfulness, lamentation, moroseness, and illusion. Such unintelligent determination, O son of Partha, is in the mode of darkness. O best of Bharata, now please hear from me about three kind of happiness by which the conditions so enjoy, by which we sometimes come to the end of all distress, that which in the beginning just like poison, but the end just like nature, which awaken one to self-realization, to set with happiness in the mode of goodness, happiness which derive from the contact of senses with their object, which appear like nature at first, but a poison at the end, is said to be nature of passion. And happiness which is blind to self-realization, which is delusion from the beginning to end, and which is arise from sleep, laziness, and illusion, is said to be nature of ignorance. There is no being existing, either here or demigod, in the higher planetary system, which is free from all these three modes of material nature. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra are distinguished by quality born of their own nature, in accordance with material mode. O chest treasure of enemy, peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, wisdom, and religiousness. These are the natural qualities by which Brahmana work. Heroism, power, determination, resourcefulness, courage in battle, generosity, leadership are the natural quality of work for Kshatriya. Farming, cow protection, businesses are the natural work for Vaishya, and for Shudra they are labor and service to others. By following his quality of work, every man can become perfect. Now please hear from me how this can be done. By worshipping Lord, who is the source of all being, who is all pervading, man can attain perfection, performing his own work. It is better to engage in one's own occupation, even though one may perform it imperfectly, than to accept another occupation and perform perfectly. This duty prescribed according to one nature are never affected by sinful nature. Every endeavor is caused by some fault, just as fire is caused by some smoke. Therefore, one should not give up the work born of his own nature. O son of Kunti, even if such work is full of fault, one who is self-controlled and unattached, who disregard all material enjoyment, can obtain by the practice of renunciation attain the highest perfect stage of freedom from reaction. O son of Kunti, learn from me how one who achieves this perfection can attain the supreme perfectional stage, Brahman, the stage of highest knowledge. By acting in this way, I shall now summarize: being purified by his intelligence, controlling his mind with determination, giving up the object of sense gratification, being free from attachment and hatred, one who live in a secluded place, one who eat little, who control his body, mind, and power of speech, who always in trance, who detached, free from false ego, who false strength, false pride, lust, anger, and acceptance of material things, one who free from false proprietorship, peaceful. Such person certainly elevated the position of self-realization. One who will then translated situate at once realize the supreme Brahman and become fully joyful. He never lamented or desired to have anything. He equally disposed toward every living entity. In that state, he attained pure devotional service unto me. One can understand as I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead only by devotional service, and one who is full consciousness of me by such devotion, he can enter into kingdom of God to engage in all kind of activity. My pure devotee under my protection, just the eternal and imperishable abode by my grace. In all activity, just depend upon me, work under my protection. In such devotional service, be fully conscious of me. If you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacle of condition of life, my grace. If however you do not work in such consciousness, but act for the false echo, not hear me, you will lost. If you do not act according to my direction, do not fight, then you will be falsely directed. By your nature, you have to be engaged in warfare. Under illusion, you are now declined to act according to my direction, but compelled by the work born of your own nature, you will act all same. O son of Kunti, the Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's hearts, O Arjuna, and in directing the wandering of all living entity who are seated on the machine mode of material energy. O sign of Bharata, surrender unto him utterly. By his grace, you will attain transcendental peace and supreme and eternal abode. Thus I have explained to you knowledge, still more confidential. Deliberate on this fully, and then do what you wish to do. Because you are my dear friend, I am speaking to you in my supreme instruction, the most confidential knowledge of all. Hear this from me, for it is your benefit. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, offer your homage unto me, thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you, because you are my dear friend, I have done all variety of religion. Just surrender unto me, I shall delete all sinful reaction. Do not fear. This confidential knowledge may never be explained to those who are not austere or devoted or engaged in devotional service, nor to the one who is envious of me. For one who explains this supreme secret to devotee, the pure devotional service is guaranteed. At the end, he will come back to me. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will be there more dear. And I declare that he who studied this sacred conversation of our worship me by his intelligence, one who listen with faith, without envy, become free from sinful reaction, and attain to the auspicious planet where pious dwell. O son of Partha, O conqueror of wealth, have you heard this with an attentive mind? Are your ignorance and illusion or dispelled? Arjuna said, my dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt and prepared to act according to your instruction. Sanjay said, thus I have heard the conversation of two great souls, Krishna and Arjuna. So wonderful is the message that my hair is standing on the head. My mercy of Massa Vasa, I have heard the most confidential talk directly from the master of all mysticism, Krishna, who were speaking personally to Arjuna. O king, as I repeatedly recall this wondrous and holy dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, I take pleasure being thrilled at every moment. O king, as I remember the wonderful form of Lord Krishna, I am struck with wonder more and more. I rejoice again and again whenever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics. Whenever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there also be certainly opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. This is my opinion. Radhe Radhe.